Wednesday, the Pete Buttigieg for President campaign announced that South Bend Mayor Buttigieg will be in the state on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday, Mayor Buttigieg will attend a Black Women's Roundtable discussion in Montgomery, and on Wednesday he will be in Birmingham for a meeting with community leaders. Buttigieg has been soaring in recent polls. He is the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and if nominated would be the first openly gay person nominated for President of the United States by either major political party. Some presidential historians consider President James Buchanan, D., who served from 1857 to 1860 to be the first gay president, but, if true, that was certainly not known to voters at the time. Former Vice President Joe Biden continues to lead in national polls for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States, but he is being hammered by Republicans for allegations that he used his office as VP to help his son, Hunter Biden, land and keep lucrative contracts in Ukraine and in China. Biden denies that he and his son have committed any wrongdoing, but Republican congressmen have been increasingly critical of Biden and his role in his son's career. Congressman and Senate candidate Bradley Byrne, Montrose, has called for a formal investigation into the Bidens. Byrne recently told a group in Gadsden, a Ukrainian oligarch employed the son of the vice president for $50,000 a month. Hunter Biden has no background in energy and has no background in Ukraine. If his last name had been Byrne and not Biden, he would not have gotten that money. Byrne is demanding that the Bidens be investigated in the Ukraine scandal that has House Democrats threatening to impeach President Donald J. Trump, R. Byrne is a candidate for the Senate seat currently held by Doug Jones, D. According to the Real Clear Politics rolling poll average, Biden still has the support of 28.2% of likely Democratic primary voters nationally, but recent polling suggests a weakening of Biden's support. Buttigieg is in fourth nationally with just 10.5% support. Recent polls, however, show Buttigieg leading in both Iowa and New Hampshire, the states that vote first in the primary season, with 24% and 20% respectively. Biden is trailing Buttigieg, Senator Bernie Sanders, Vermont, and Elizabeth Warren, Massachusetts, in both of the early races. Wins in both Iowa and New Hampshire could potentially slingshot Buttigieg into serious consideration for the presidency. The Alabama presidential primary is March 3.